What's going on, YouTube? We are in the 600 now, the 600th videos, okay? And so today, I thought that we would, change things up a little bit. Change up the flow. And, strike up the same conversation, but, I thought we'd do things a bit different. So, today, we're gonna talk while I eat this dinner. So, until I finish eating, we're gonna have a conversation, and I don't know what about yet, but we'll figure something out. Now, first of all, let me say, I know it sucks being indoors. Okay, I know it sucks being cooped up. I know it sucks even worse having to do your work from home. Okay, I know what's even worse than that is it's not very well right now. On top of that, the people you are supposed to be watching or helping are stuck at home as well. So therefore, it's pushing the paperwork back even further. Okay? So right off the bat, everybody's going through that. Everybody's suffering. So, what do we do about that? Well, let's see. Right off the top of my head, doctors have been doing video chats. You get put in this little connecting waiting room, and they pick up the phone and they have a conversation with you, so to say. Let's see. Not just one doctor. Case managers are forced to stay at home. They can only go into the office once, minimum. Okay? So, doctors, clinics, everybody except for the pharmacy and the grocery store is limited. Even the food you get, you can't go in the store. Can't. Not that you won't, but you can't. They have to pull you through the drive-thru and hand you the food. Okay? And I'm sure even they're required to wash their hands every hour on the hour because they're working with food and because this virus is so bad. But back to my story. Doctors, psychiatrists, case managers, everybody's being affected. Okay? Not just one place. Most of all of everybody, even people I talk to on the personal, are being affected by this whatever we're going through. And they keep saying, when's it gonna end? When's it gonna end? How long before it's over? A couple months, 2 months, a year, who knows? Okay? They're not putting a date on it for a reason because they don't know how to contain it. Let's be honest, people. This is the first time the government's ever had to step in and do a quarantine on some Resident Evil type level. You ever watch Resident Evil? Umbrella, bioweapons. It's kind of like that. It's the first time they've ever had to step in and do anything and shut businesses and jobs down. Ever. Okay? But, on the flip side, there are people who are enjoying it. Like myself. Normally, I'm so busy running to different doctors and paying this bill and going to Walmart to put stuff on and coming home and having to get this and having to get that and having to go here and having to wake up and go there. I love the quarantine. I'm not even gonna lie. I like sitting at home watching TV. I like sitting at home watching movies. I like recording videos and playing the game. It's been relaxing. But yeah, not gonna lie. Sometimes I find myself listening to Spotify or watching YouTube videos of fixing up cars or trailers or Knight Rider cars or down planes or unsolved cases or cars found in the river. Just something to pass the time. I find myself doing that. Not gonna lie. Not gonna act like I don't. Okay? But then what do? I hop right back on Netflix or Hulu or Disney Plus. Or I watch one of my movies or I record another video of me playing the game. Okay? So, everybody is in that same boat. Not just me. Everybody's in the same boat. So all I can tell y'all is dig in. Okay? I'm using my time to record videos and exercise. So when I'm not recording, I'm exercising. Okay? So yeah. So secondly, what I want to talk about is this new Star Wars series. Everybody sure haven't heard about it. Disney Plus, the final season, season 7 of Star Wars, The Clone Wars. Okay, the new one. Let's talk about the story timeline, because that just sums up what happens. Okay, so from when we first got The Mandalorian, okay, The Mandalorian was awesome. It was amazing. Okay. The continuation of the Clone Wars, it's great. But if you're a fan of like Rebels, where you've already seen Darth Vader come back and fight Ahsoka, that's like the closing chapter for you. You know, to see Ahsoka and Darth Vader, Anakin, whoever go at it one last time, that's the closure of the anime show of Star Wars, is to see one last grand finale fight. But the fact that they did a season 7, it's not bad. It's actually quite good. They brought back Darth Maul. They saved a couple troopers. Infiltrated a couple places. It was good. Okay, I'm at episode 10, where they just captured Darth Maul and they're learning about Sidious. Okay, that's where I'm at. But this story reflects the timeline of episode 2 or 3. Okay, during the process of 2, but sort of towards the process of 3, kind of. It's in between there. So, the storyline is set. My question is, they've already released Solo. They've already released Rogue One. Cool. The Last Jedi, The Force Awakens, The Rise of Skywalker. Okay. The story's done. The Skywalker saga is complete. My question is, okay, the big question I'm sure that everybody's wondering, how are they going to turn the saga around? And please, I'll put my knowledge out there. Don't make it about blowing up another big planet. Okay? Don't make it about, blowing this up or blowing that up, because that's always what Star Wars is. Okay? Almost every movie of every episode has been blowing something up. Okay? Change the story a little bit. Have one of those, Jedi temples filled with Padawans and, old lightsabers and cross guards and whips, sabers, and the dark saber and the purple saber, and just a bunch of saber fights. Okay, throw some of that in there. That'd be grand. It's not too often you get to see a 30-minute saber fight, except for, Revenge of the Sith? Yeah, that was about it. I wish you could see a full match between Yoda and Sidious, and Anakin jumped in, and Mace jumped in, and Obi-Wan jumped in, and overpowered Sidious. Okay, that's what I want to see. But we're probably not going to get that. But what we are going to get is a change in the Star Wars direction of how the story goes. Now, we saw at the Rise of Skywalker, the very end, how Rey buried the Skywalker sabers. Okay, Anakin's saber, which was Luke's, and we saw them bury Princess Leia's saber next to Luke's. And then Rey pulls out her own saber, which was a gold blade, which, where the heck did she get a gold kyber crystal from? Did she steal it from that cave? Is it in those box of parts that the robot was told not to go in? I'm still curious about that. Was she building it the entire time? From scraps from her staff? I guess, I don't know. But how are they going to change the story? Rey now owns the Falcon. Okay? She's a modifier. She makes modifications. Is she going to change it? Is she going to leave it the same? And my question is Rey going to use both light and dark side to bring a new generation of Jedi, both light and dark compatible? That way, one's never stronger than the other. The powers are equal. Is Ben going to become a Force ghost? Okay? Is Finn, because we all think that Finn is Force sensitive. I think that Finn is Force sensitive if he can sense Rey dying, or Rey's presence or something. I don't know. But did you see at the end how he sensed her coming? And at the end, so it how he sensed her die? So I'm saying, he felt that. I think Rey is a Force sensitive for two reasons. The second reason is Rey can activate the lightsaber of Anakin. Did you all see it in The Force Awakens? When Rey the only people who can use Force sensitive weapons is the Jedi. That means Finn has to be a Force sensitive person, not the best Force sensitive person, not even a good one, just new. He's a noob, okay? He don't know what he is. I mean, he was raised a stormtrooper, okay? That's my thoughts. But back to the story. The First Order, down. Palpatine, down. Ben Solo, probably a Force ghost. The Jedi saw through Rey. My question is, what is Rey gonna do with her own saber and her own techniques, and how far is she gonna take her Jedi potential, knowing that she's a Palpatine and she has all this great power, but she's using it to be a Jedi? She can use both light and dark at any time. That's what makes her so unpredictable and dangerous and good. But let's also bounce back to what happened to Luke's green saber. Okay? We saw her bury Anakin's. The one that Obi-Wan gave Luke, we all remember. It's your father's lightsaber. It's the weapon of a Jedi of a more civilized age. Yeah, okay. We all remember that. But we never saw Luke's green saber be picked up in any of the Last Jedi, Force Awakens, Rise of Skywalker movies. Okay? We didn't see it. I guarantee that Luke's saber is back on that island, somewhere in a vault or personal possessions of Luke's, of weapons that they collected and are keeping safe. Guarantee. Okay? But I also want to say that Rey doesn't just have one ship. She has two. So we got to think about that. She has an X-Wing of Luke's, and now she has a Falcon of Han's. So I'm saying both fighters from both of their days. Okay, in their prime. And they're runnable. They work. That's what's messed up. What's she gonna do with two ships? I'm sorry, if I were her, I would mount the X-Wing on the Falcon and fly around with both. Just in case I wanted to split up and hop in the X-Wing and shoot Boba Fett out the sky if we're being attacked or something by a bunch of TIE fighters and we decide to have a big death match. I'd keep two ships on standby. And have a bridge when the door opens that leads me right into the cockpit of the X-Wing, and then I close the X-Wing and take off right from there. Okay? That's how I do it. But the storyline is, we don't know where Star Wars is going to go at this point. We don't know if the Skywalkers will pop up, if Yoda will come back, if Mace might survive. We don't know anything. Okay? But we will know that Star Wars is taking a change. So is the X-Men. The X-Men is making a new mutant movie, which is probably going to bring Wolverine back. And by the way, spoiler alert, they're having Wolverine in the MCU. They're just trying to figure out who to play the character to pass the torch from Hugh Jackman onto the new person to play Wolverine. They're trying to find a really good role model because they're not trying to screw it up. Not how like they screwed up Ghostbusters in 2016 and that was a horrible reboot of Ghostbusters. They messed up the whole thing. I think when July 10th hits and Afterlife drops, it'll make everybody feel better at peace because they did it right. But also May 18th is when the last episode of Supernatural airs, the grand finale, the big fight. Everybody dies. There's no coming back. That ends. And then Treadstone Season 2 is coming out. I know that for a fact. Treadstone Season 2 sometime in October. November 25th, the new 007 movie drops. Okay? So all these things are coming to light. Now, I haven't heard if they're making another Star Wars. When I do, I'll be the first to upload it to this channel. Okay? I won't know the name of the title, but I will tell you there will be or won't be another one coming. Okay? Because that's just what I do. I upload stuff before it comes out. Or I teach you how to do something or show you how to play the game. That's what I do. But about this virus, my advice, just dig in, relax, kick back, pop a beer or two, smoke a couple cigars, whatever. Go inside, watch a couple movies. Fix some popcorn, lay back. We don't know how long this thing is going to pan out or ride out. Could be a couple months, could be a year. So get comfortable. Make yourself comfortable. You don't have to make this torture. It doesn't have to be hell. No? You can relax and have a good time, even though you're going through some stuff. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but at the same time, just try to keep busy. So, I'm almost done with my food. And that about wraps up this video. So, with that being said, I will upload a couple more before I go to sleep, but this wraps up this video. So, leave a comment below if you agree with what I say, or if you're interested in what I say. If you like what I say, leave a comment below. Hit y'all up later.